Grown man business. All right, we got another episode of Red Ghost Sports Talk. I'm your host, Red Ghost. All right, I want to talk about Thursday night football. Who we got for Thursday night football? Let me say Minnesota Vikings, Arizona Cardinals. I like this game here. I like this game. Ooh. All right, let me just address this elephant in the room. Minnesota Vikings, they got beat. They got beat bad by Seattle Seahawks. That's an issue. That's an issue for the NFC. Period. The Seattle Seahawks is heating up, and for the AFC, what's the issue? The Kansas City Chiefs are heating up. Let me just add that, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the Seattle Seahawks. Their defense is coming alive, and I know, Agent Peterson is mad. He only had 18 yards in that Sunday game against Seattle Seahawks. That's rough. That's rough. He's mad. He didn't get the ball as much as he wanted, and he's questioning the coach. The, the, um, the plays being called and everything. All right, I'm gonna talk about the Vikings. Bridgewater. I have some doubts about him. I got some serious doubts about him. As far as seeing an elite team, a good team with a great defense, he has problems with. I don't know if he's ready, man. I don't know if he's ready this year. And I was going for the Vikings all the way. They started heating up. I mean, the first game of the season, they had a terrible game. I think it was 49ers. But after that, they kind of turned it on. So I was taking my time on this Thursday night football matchup. I said, I need to think about this. I need to think about both teams. Because there's some concern on both sides. The Cardinals, they have a lot of injuries. That is a concern. The Vikings have a lot of injuries. The Vikings have 8 players on the injury report. And that's from Monday. The Cardinals have 12 players on the injury report. Also Monday. That's bad. That's bad. I don't know what team to go for. Nah, but be honest, Carson Palmer is a veteran. He's a better quarterback than Bridgewater. Bridgewater shows a little life, but you don't know what Bridgewater is going to show up for this game here. He didn't show up against the Seattle game. He showed up 2 weeks ago against Atlanta. He didn't show up against Seattle. But Carson Palmer, he pretty much shows up every game. He is solid, and I'm liking that. As long as he stay healthy, the Arizona Cardinals got a good chance to get into the playoffs, into the Super Bowl. Well, they pretty much already in the playoffs, and look like they're gonna get a bye. They're gonna be the number 2 seed, where Carolina Panthers are gonna be the number 1 seed. But it's still a lot of football left. Still a lot of football to be played. So we're gonna see how this thing play out each week. But what I'm saying is, I like Arizona in this one, even though they lost Chris Johnson. He's hurt for about 4 to 6 weeks, I believe. I think he'll be back in about 4 weeks. No, is it 6 to 8 weeks? I think it's 6 to 8 weeks. But I think he'll be back in 4 weeks. But they got some backups that's pretty good. They stepping up to the plate. I like them. Who we got? We got okay, now this thing don't want to come up. Okay, we got David Johnson as a running back. Andre Ellington as a running back. We know Chris Johnson is hurt. That's my boy. I like Chris Johnson. Uh, they pretty, they pretty, they pretty much is stacked for the running back position. They got like 4 or 5 other guys that could really handle the load too. But David Johnson and Andre Ellington, I like these two kids. These guys they run the ball pretty good, and they can handle the load. You know, until Chris Johnson get back, and they're gonna be helping him out anyway once he do come back, and I think that's what they should do. They should just keep rotating these guys. Chris Johnson, obviously the starter once he come back, but put David Johnson in and put Andre Ellington in, and because all of them play a special role. Chris Johnson is your fast guy. He's still strong and he can go downhill through the middle, bounce it outside. David Johnson, he's more short, stocky. He can get those short yardage. You need some first downs, and he can even break a couple runs. But he's good for running up the middle. And Andre Ellington, I like him too because he can catch as well. Johnson can catch also, but Ellington, he run him outside. Give him a sweep. Sweep left, sweep right, and he can catch. So all of them play a good role for the Arizona Cardinals to complement Carson Palmer. So I'm gonna go with Arizona Cardinals in this game here. The Vikings, it's a lot of confusion going on with their offense and who's who, and Agent Peterson's gonna be mad. He's definitely gonna be mad from the poor performance he had against Seattle. So he's gonna be running angry, and I think he's gonna get 150 yards plus. He might get 2 touchdowns, but overall, I don't see the Vikings being the Cardinals. I'm not believing in Bridgewater. They need a veteran quarterback, or they need a quarterback, a young quarterback like a Mariota that really has a high IQ for football. Bridgewater is still trying to figure it out. I just don't see it with him. I don't know how it's gonna be in the playoffs for them, man. They might win one game, and after that, I don't see them being the Cardinals. I don't see them being the Panthers. They can't even beat the Seahawks, So I like to see Agent Peterson go somewhere else to a new team, to be honest. Like my Broncos, we need a power back like him. He's 30 years old. They're going to start looking for a younger running back soon. Let him go, man. While he still got some stock left, while he still got some value to his name. Let him go. Trade. You got some good running backs coming out of college in the next year or so. It's time for the Vikings to let Adrian Peterson go to a better team, man. He's been fighting for too long in Minnesota, and it's no justice, man. The coach, he's okay, but he's making some bad decisions. All right, that's my pick for Thursday Night Football. Grown man business.